What exactly is a gap wedge? Well, this is my gap wedge here, and this is a 50 degree. So it's got 50 degrees of loft, and it's a CBX2. It's actually the full face version, the new one from Cleveland, but it could be any manufacturer. I would call this my gap wedge, and what it does is it basically fills a gap. What has happened with sets of irons over the years is the loft has got stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger in sets of irons. I use a strong lofted set of irons. So what happens when you get to the pitching wedge is it's going, let's say I hit my pitching wedge 140 yards. Well, I need something now that goes 130, and then I need something that goes 120, and then I need something that goes about 105 to 100 yards. So I need those gaps plugging. This is where a 50 degree for me jumps in, because this one is kind of 115 to 125, and my pitching wedge is kind of 120 to 140 if I want it to be. So I'm filling in the gaps, hence the term gap wedge. So it can be whatever you want it to be. I used to have a 52, at the moment I've got a 50, I might flick back for a 52. My next wedge up from here is a 58, and then I come back to a pitching wedge where again I'm filling those numbers for distance. So a gap wedge is basically what it says. It fills a gap. Now, how do you know if you need a gap wedge or not? Well, do you have any gaps down at that bottom end? Are you a player who likes playing kind of 3/4 shots and you really enjoy manipulating wedges? Then you probably will need one wedge to fit a gap at the most. If you're someone who prefers to hit a wedge flat out, and it's those small little in-between ones that you hate, you find you thin or you duff and those kind of things, this is where you could put more wedges in your bag, because that will allow you to have more fuller options if you've got more tools down that end of your bag.